Hello and welcome to this new episode of Hessian Scrum. Joining us today is Lelahel from Algeria, who's been for the last 20 or 30 years one of Algeria's top exports in metal. So thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you, Nicola, and nice to meet you. It's a great pleasure to be with you on this podcast. So, hi.
So, you have your main band, which has gotten quite a bit of attention, Lelahel, named after you.
Yeah.
And your latest release was 2018's Elif. Could you tell us a bit more about the album?
Yes, it was the second album of the band. Alif is the first letter of the Arabic alphabet. So we choose this name to make like a picture of the new music of Lelahell, to say that it's a new beginning of something new. So we done things differently than previous album and previous EP. It was really something new for the sound of Lelahell. We got really positive reviews, many great reviews, many great interviews, and really amazing reactions. We played live many times. We played the song, and the people enjoyed the song. We sell a lot of CDs during lives. So it was really a great album.
Yeah, it feels like the logical continuation of El Insan, a lot more kind of ferocious, technical, and everything.
Yes, really more technical. There was also a great drummer on this album. It's Hans Grossman from Necrophagist. So you can imagine that. So it's a really technical drummer. So his touch was really important for the music of Lelahell. So it was really amazing, and we also added some technical elements that we didn't use it before, and we can say yes, it's a technical album.
Yeah, I saw an image of you embracing him, right? So this was not an online collaboration. You got to meet him and play with him. I mean, how does it feel to play with such an esteemed drummer?
Yeah, it was going to be an online collaboration, but I was thinking that why not making something like real. So because online collaboration, it always something it's not natural, if you don't know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I wrote him an email. I said him that I'm gonna come to Germany, to Nuremberg, and record the album on your studio, and he agreed, and it was really amazing because I spent one week with him, and it was like the interaction was really positive, and you can hear it in the album. So because when you make online collaboration, it's like I don't know, cold or something. There is no human interaction. But when you play with the drummer and you spend 1 week with him, so, and also he was a very nice guy, so very polite and very how to say respectful, and everything went fine. So everything is, all that is really important. So this is why you can hear a good result in the album.
Yeah. Your music's always been, characterized, since your first albums, by this kind of mixture of metal and also the kind of cultural mix, but with a lot of Arabic styles, Andalusian, some of the what do you call it, the shabby stuff and everything, like a huge variety of stuff. Like, how do you mix the style with metal without making it sound like cheesy Oriental music?
Yeah, it was an experience, yes, because I have done that with my band Litham, and in the second, we can say after the album, we have tried many to explore many things, and I think that we have left also the metal sound, so it was not sounding folk metal, and it was not too much metal. So after that experience, I formed Lelahell, and I think that I can say that it's a bad experience with Litham, but the experience with Litham, so result of the sound of Lelahell, which sound metal, which sound brutal, and also it sound oriental. So it's the touch is not really present. So I think that we have find the middle, how to say, I don't know how to say. So we had find the right balance between metal and local melodies. So it sound death metal. So with Lelahel, we played also the songs live, and people like it because it's brutal and it's melodic at the same time.
Yeah. You know, a lot of Oriental ideas, sounds are very prevalent in metal in general. You know, people just like the scales and all that. But you know,
Mhm.
how do you make it sound Arabic? Because you know, you can play an Oriental scale, but it's not going to sound like Kulthum, for example. You know what I mean?
Yes, because yes, we use our the music that we have listened in our childhood. So uh, when we were young, we have listened to Shabi music, to Andalus music, to many stuff. So things come naturally. So when we write those melodies, and um, so we don't make any effort to produce this kind of music. So I think this is why it's so natural. So it come from us, from our tradition and our country.
Yeah. And you know, on the your Aleph album, some of the songs you mix, you know, Arabic and English lyrics.
Yes, it's let's say with the Lelahel, I have mixed this language many time. For example, in the first album, there is a song in French, completely in French, called Hypnose.
Yeah.
In Al Intihar, there is a song called Hermanos. Hermanos is brothers in Spanish. Uh, there is a small part in Alif in German, like two sentences. So I like to use many languages in the music of Lelahel.
Yeah. Because I think it's in the yeah, it's on the song Insiraf where you use, you know, English, French, and Arabic.
Yes, and also the song Litham. Yes, there's a song Litham in Alif album. So also on the previous song, with, for example, Al Intisar in the first album, it's also Intisar, which means the victory in Arabic. So it, it's natural also to write lyric in Arabic and mix them with English. So it's Lelahel. So
Yeah.
this is, yeah.
I mean, it's very interesting because, you know, if you don't mind, like we can go back to the Litham album, which has a lot of Arabic mythology, right? Because the thing is, it's so used in a lot of Western culture, but people don't understand the origin of it. You know, we've seen things like ifrits, jinns, all that used by a lot of metal bands, but what I really like about Litham is like you really touched on the genuine kind of North African beliefs, the what do you call it, sihr.
Mhm. Mhm. Yes, we talked in the song Empire of Iblis. It's talking about that subject, the song of Litam in this the first in the album Dalanat. So it's inspired by it's the Seh, it's denunciating those practices in those regions because it's practiced in mainly in North African countries, Tunisia, Morocco, Algeria. So it was the main subject of that sound, the Empire of Iblis.
Because it's very interesting. I see a lot of kind of Western bands. They talk about like certain magical practices, but they've never seen that in their lives. Whereas in the Arab world, people generally do believe this stuff. I've seen it myself many times, and it's
Mhm.
genuinely scary.
Yes, it's for example for us it's present in our culture. So maybe you don't have seen that, but you have at least heard someone that have been a victim of this those practices, or that someone like those practices, or so it's present in our culture. So talking about that it's not like for example, there are some people that are in metal. Yes, I I want to talk about those things, but they don't. As you said, they never seen that, or they never heard about that. It's just like trendy to talk about that in their music, but in our regions, it's yes, we have um, let's say we have see that in our daily life.
Because metal's never been a big thing in North Africa, especially. I mean, do you think the fact that like all this magic and all this horror stuff is so ingrained within the culture that there is no need to express it with music?
I think there are some music that express those things. There is the D1 in the south region in the Sahara. There's the nomad people use that so much, and there is also some cultures. For example, in the song Litham, I talked about a demon from the Tuareg culture who is called Kalasuf. Kalasuf is a demon, so it's really present in the culture of nomad people, Saharian nomad people. So there's a lot of writings, a lot of things about that. So it's a part of Algerian culture.
Yeah, I know. I've always found it so fascinating, and the number of people who I know who tell me about these things and then reading them, and so many people have seen all these demons. Well, claim to have seen these demons as well, which is quite funny.
Yeah, yeah, it's yes.
So so musically, okay, so let's
Mhm.
go through the origins. You were part of the first metal band in Algeria,
Vertala.
Neanderthalia. Yep.
Yes.
So where did the idea come from? To make metal, because before that there was no metal in Algeria.
There was some hard rock bands, and there was also, let's say, a speed bands who was called Raskas. They were playing speed metal with aggressive vocals. So they were friends of us. so we can say that we get inspiration from them. So so we decided to play. I started first to learn bass, and I was contacted by Samir, the frontman of Neanderthalia, to join the band in 1993. So after that, we added some bands, and we added some band members, and we played some gigs in 94 and 95. And in 96 we formed the band Litham. We are three members of Neanderthalia, so we have some let's say misunderstood with the frontman Samir. So we decided to form the band Litham in 1996. Yeah.
So what were your influences? You know, how did you get metal, extreme metal, especially in Algeria back then?
So in the early days, our influences, we are influenced a lot by the 90s metal scene. So we were influenced by Carcass, the hard work era, and also you can hear my voice at the time was sounding like Jeff Walker of Carcass. Uh, we are also influenced by Death, the band Death. Also, it was like also we have played many covers from Symbolic and from individual Thought Patterns albums. We are also fans of influenced also by Sepultura, also the French band Loud Blast. So we were influenced by this early 90s death metal bands.
Yeah, I mean, was it easy to get a hold of the cassettes and the CDs back then?
It was not so easy. So we were doing tape trading and all the stuff. So like everyone, it was so when someone come from Europe, so he gave the cassette to someone, so everyone will get this cassette and make a copy. So it was good. It was funny. uh, we were listening to albums like for example, when you get one album, you listen to it 100 200 times, you know each part and each note. And we were also sometimes we were trying to find some imperfection in the album. So it was a good era, because we are enjoying music. It's not like that, like now. So there is too much content, so you don't have time to appreciate or to listen to the band, or to, so it's a lot of music, a lot of videos, a lot of things. So sometimes there are good things, and you can't concentrate on them because there are so much content. There is a lot of content on the YouTube and all that stuff. So yeah.
But you know, speaking of content, you know, you do online, you know, online collaborations quite a bit. I know you've worked with a Chinese band. There was the guy called I can't remember his name. Solitary Sanity, that's it. You worked with them. Organic Transcendence.
Yes, yes, Organic Transcendence is really an amazing band from a guy who is like a genius, you know.
Yeah, I work with him as well, so I know him very well.
Yes, he is like I think he is like a necrophagist, but more let's say more crazy, you know.
Yeah,
I work, yes, I work with him with two, I think yes, two releases. Yes, it was something really new, really different. I liked his approach. I am also doing a lot of collaboration. During those 2 years, I have made like more than 300 collaboration. So I worked, yes, with many bands. I worked, so this I worked from like maybe 30 or 40 different countries, a band, all kind of extreme metal music. So this allows me to improve my vocals. So actually, I'm developing a lot of techniques, so I can do like 14 or 5 to 15 different vocal style of extreme metal music. I'm also giving metal lesson to people who want to learn to sing extreme metal. So I teach them to make black metal scream or fry scream or all those kind of stuff online. I think it's good for me because doing this helped me to improve myself and to discover my voice, to discover that my possibilities. Because when I was doing only Lelahell, so I was limited. So, but now I have reached a higher level by working with so many peoples and teaching people. So it's something really important from me and for my career.
Yeah. But do you think that, you know, doing so much metal constantly because you're teaching and doing all these collaborations, do you still have the same energy to do Lelahell after?
Actually, to be honest, it was the COVID that yes, we, you know, some COVID have changed our lives, have changed our situations and all of that. I am uh, I think that it's most the changing of the situation. About the energy, I still have the energy to make to play with band, to compose music, but I'm in this on hold status. So I'm thinking about changing the music of Lelahell, changing it completely, and maybe playing maybe doing black metal, you know. So keeping the band Lelahell, but going to so I'm thinking about that. So I'm on hold status. So in general, people go from black metal to death metal in general.
Yeah.
Most of bands, yes, but me, I'm going the other direction. I'm starting to. I have started to redesign the logo. Also, it's the same designer. It's Christophe I don't know how
Spajdel.
to. Yeah,
Yeah,
Spajdel.
the
Yeah.
Lord of the logos.
Yes, Lord of the logos. He make the first logo of Lelahell, and now he's redesigning. It's in the redesign process of the new logo. So after that, we're gonna explore new things, and also I'm gonna use this my vocal improvement, my all this what I have learned during this period working with the bands, and I'm gonna use it on Lelahell. So you will expect something different on vocals and also on music. So
Yeah. You know, it's funny because I remember I read an old Litham interview you did, an old one, maybe, yeah, 2004. And you
yeah.
said that you didn't really like black metal back then, but now you want to do black metal.
Yes, maybe I was talking about the black metal of uh, of the first generation of black metal, because the black metal was in that period was really raw, was something let's say so much raw. So but now I'm gonna make black metal but with a new sound. So uh, uh, maybe modern black metal or something like that. But I think that I'm much let's say my heart is more going into black metal than death metal. So I think this would be a new sound, a new experimentation for Lelahell.
Yeah. You know, I think we've covered just about everything. Are there any final things you want to add or anything?
For me, it's okay. For me, as I said, I'm offering vocal lesson. I'm offering also session vocals. So per people who want to have vocals on their albums, they can contact me. Who wants also, I also write lyrics, and I offering many service for band. I will say also expect something new with Lelahell for 2023, 2023, something like that. So thank you for this interview. So I think that we have talked about most of things. So
Yeah. Thank you very much. Have a good
thank
one.
you, Mof. Thank you. Goodbye.